Caitlin Clark sends 7-word message to Iowa coach after 42-point win versus Drake. Caitlin Clark may have moved to the WNBA in 2024, but she is still deeply connected to her college roots at the University of Iowa Hawkeyes. It's the same place where Clark led by becoming the NCAA Division I all-time leading scorer with 3,951 points. And even after winning the WNBA Rookie of the Year award in 2024 and making it big in the WNBA, she never misses a chance to watch the college game. Her recent reaction reveals the same connection. Clark recently reacted to Iowa's assistant coach Abby Emmert-Stamp's tweet that had a short clip of Iowa's celebration in a game against Drake, captioned, "This is what I live for." On this tweet, Clark commented, "Saw your reaction live, was pretty awesome." Abby's reaction, which Clark claims to have watched live, came with 8:28 minutes remaining in the third quarter when Iowa was leading the game at 53-23. After a pass from Taylor McCabe, Kylie Farbach made a 3-point jump shot from 24 feet out. The Iowa went wild after the jump shot, and several players were seen standing up from their seats and celebrating, including Stamp. This was the celebration that made Clark's day, as she still watches her ex-team's games and stays in touch with Stamp. Both Stamp and Clark have mutual respect for each other, as Stamp has coached Clark during her college days. Stamp is credited with guiding Clark through her development, as Iowa's official site profile reads, "Coached Caitlin Clark to National Co-Freshman of the Year." With Stamp's bold comments, such as, "You're gonna need her," while discussing winning the game with teammates, Stamp has left a lasting impression on Clark that she still carries with pride. But Clark's relation to her college days isn't confined to just Stamp, it is much broader than that. She keeps tabs on the pulse of Iowa and reacts to most things. Back in 2024, Clark said, "Simply no one better," when her former coach Lisa Blutter's retirement. Then, in May 2025, Clark sent a heartfelt message to Iowa fans after the 2025 preseason game in Iowa City. She even commented, "Will rearrange my calendar," when Iowa's game time was changed. All these reactions from Clark's come from her deep connection with her college team, where she has achieved so much. She became a 4-time first-team USBWA, 3-time unanimous first-team All-American, 2-time Naismith College Player of the Year, and a 2-time AP Player of the Year at Iowa. Clark was a dominant figure in college, which may be the reason why her style and signature are still followed at Iowa. Caitlin Clark's imprint is still being carried at Iowa. In a recent win against Evansville, 119-43, the Iowa team set a new program record. But there was one special moment from the game that overshadowed the new program record in the headlines: Gyamfi's celebration. Sophomore forward Jada Gyamfi knocked down a 3 and then celebrated the special moment with Clark's iconic move, both hands up with 3 fingers raised and tongue out. The moment was so iconic that Iowa's official Instagram account posted a victory picture with the game's score and Gyamfi's celebration behind it. How could Clark miss her celebration, as she is known for always being updated with what's happening at Iowa? Clark quickly took to Instagram and posted on Iowa's Instagram post, "Awesome Selly brother," while tagging Gyamfi's official Instagram account. Clark's continuous support for Iowa and interaction with coaches and teammates show that her relationship with the team hasn't ended, it's just evolving. Whether it's an emotional message on retirement or taking a banter on time change, Clark never misses a chance to stay close to her college team. The crowd at Carver Hawkeye Arena was still buzzing when Caitlin Clark finally stepped off the court. 42 points, 12 assists, 7 rebounds. Another night where the basket felt wide as a lake and the ball left her hands like it had somewhere urgent to be. She tugged at her jersey, letting the adrenaline simmer. Her teammates were laughing, bumping into each other, replaying highlights she hadn't even seen yet. But Caitlin had someone else in her sights as she walked toward the tunnel, her former Iowa coach, Lisa Blutter, who had come to watch the showdown against Drake. The coach was easy to spot: calm posture, soft smile, the same look she wore when Caitlin was still a freshman trying to shoot from the logo just a little too often. Time had moved, careers had evolved, but their bond had remained as unshakable as a well-set screen. Blutter opened her arms before Caitlin even reached her. "You haven't changed," the coach laughed as Caitlin hugged her tightly. Caitlin shook her head. "Either." Still pretending my shot selection doesn't stress you out. Blutter gave her a look. 42 points? I'd say you chose pretty well tonight. But Caitlin wasn't smiling for the stat line. She was smiling for something deeper, something earned through seasons of pressure, heartbreaks, buzzer beaters, Final Four dreams, and the evolution from college phenom to professional star. She stepped back and pulled her phone from her waistband. A notification popped up. Reporters. Teammates. But she already knew what she wanted to say. Earlier in the night, as she walked into the arena, she caught sight of Blutter sitting in the stands. The coach didn't wave or shout. She just nodded, a tiny, quiet gesture full of meaning. Caitlin had felt something warm settle inside her. A reminder. A grounding. Now, after the biggest offensive outburst of her season, she typed out the 7 words she'd been thinking about all night. She showed the screen to Blutter first. The message read, "Still playing for you every single night." Blutter's breath caught for a moment. "Caitlin." "It's true," Clark said, tucking the phone away before posting it. "I don't care what jersey I wear or what league I'm in. Everything I learned, everything that built me, you were there for all of it." Blutter blinked hard. The way she did during senior nights, she pretended never made her emotional. "You always did know how to make your coach cry." But the world didn't know the whole story, not yet. Earlier that week, Clark had been in a slump. 3 games where her shot felt stiff and defenders felt closer than usual. She had called Blutter in the middle of the night, something she rarely did. "You're not your stat line," Blutter told her on the phone, in that steady voice that Caitlin had relied on for years. "You're your work ethic. You're your heart. Trust those and the basketball will follow." Tonight, the ball had followed. Every crossover felt sharp. Every pull-up felt effortless. Each deep 3 was a whisper from her past to her present. She didn't just play well, she played free. She played joyful. She played like the kid who used to run around Iowa gyms pretending to be her own hero, until she became one. As they stood in the quiet tunnel, the roar of the arena still bouncing off the walls, Clark felt the full weight of the moment. She wasn't thanking a former coach. She was thanking a foundation. "Do you know what I thought about during the game?" Clark asked. "What's that?" Blutter replied. "That first practice. When you told me, 'Shoot like the court is yours.' I didn't know what that meant back then." Blutter laughed. "You figured it out pretty quickly." Caitlin grinned. "Maybe. But it meant something different tonight. I wasn't shooting like the court belonged to me. I was shooting like I belonged here." And that was the truth.